Alright, welcome to Random Acts of Carving. Today we're going to be working on just a little piece of pine knot, I guess, for lack of a better word. I think it is. It's just a branch off of a some sort of pine tree. It's like the heartwood, real solid. It's got a funny face on it. So we're going to work on that and see if we can make something cool out of it. So here we go. Alright, and we're carving. So, this piece of wood was really hard. Not hard to carve, just hard to cut with anything. Just kind of getting an idea what I needed to do to cut into it. I'm trying a couple different bits there to see what'll cut it. And this turned out to be kind of a fun little project. I started cutting his mouth in here, and after a while I have to change it because it wasn't quite big enough. I like these pieces of wood though that have this top on it like that. It makes kind of a natural hat, or in this case a feathery hairdo. But yeah, it gives you something for your imagination to work with a little bit to figure out what's in that piece of wood. I think all of these ones like this are just kind of basically a wood spirit. Just some wood spirits are different creatures and birds and stuff instead of just old guys. Wizards. Sometimes trees are a little bit funny.
Okie dokie.
I started cutting his eyes in. They were a little smaller than that, and then I wanted them bigger, so I just kept working them back and making them bigger. And sometimes it's hard to figure out the scale of something when you're doing cartoons and trying to make a face that fits the piece of wood that you're working on. But see how I changed the mouth line there. I went back probably another ½ inch from where I had ended before. I'm just cutting it in a lot deeper now because I knew it had to go back past that eye. Once I was happy with where the scale of everything was, then I could figure that out a little bit and make the beak the right size. The bit that I'm using there in the micro motor is actually a Dremel bit. It's a tungsten carbide tapered bit of some sort. Not sure what the number is on it, but they just sell them at Lowe's and Home Depot in the Dremel department. And don't use it on any wood that's sappy. It plugs up real quick if there's any sap in it. But if the wood's nice and dry, it works pretty well. The bit that's in there now is that tapered end mill. It's a real fine point on it, and this, like I said, this wood was really hard, so I could use it to kind of draw in it a little bit, do the real fine detail work with it. Piece of wood had a really neat feathery natural hairdo right there on the top of his head. Worked out really nice. Yeah, using that little round, it has a flat end, almost like a little wheel on it there, and sharp corner, so I can put little rings on the worm, it's like a little earthworm he has in his mouth, and it's I'm putting the little rings that go around him on there with that. Worked pretty good. Also burned his pupils in with it. This is just a little sanding thing I picked up at a carving show one time. It just had a sandpaper and a tapered, rolled up in a tapered thing there. You screw it right onto a threaded shaft that fits into the tools. It's 1/8 inch shaft. You can probably get them online somewhere. I bought a few of them a couple years ago. I don't use them very often. They come in handy sometimes though.
Okie dokie.
I was gonna take this bit and clean that wood off down his neck there, a couple inches, and man, that stuff just wasn't cutting at all. I ended up going off camera for a few minutes and grabbing a grinder, and grinding it off there. That wheel that's on there is like the burrs. It has the metal teeth on it. It took it off, but it made it kind of rough looking, so I had to go back and clean it up a little bit. I think I used one of the tapered end mills and just kind of shaved it off real thin layers until I got it down to where it was smooth. He is looking pretty handsome. Yeah, it doesn't take a lot of paint to make these things look really nice. You can just kind of put it on. Sometimes you can water it down a little bit and just add the color through them and just make it look like it's just the wood's that color, almost like a stain if you water it down enough. Sometimes you want to add a little bit more color to it and make it stand out. I like to leave a lot of the wood color too, so. Yep, these ones are a lot of fun. And yeah, if you can find a little piece of wood like this in the woods, and see if you can make your own little face for it. Just have fun carving. Alright, this week I got this week's carving done. The proverbial smug early bird catching the worm, and the worm not being too terribly thrilled about it. But yeah, that's what happens. So anyways, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. I'll give you a little close-up of them here. The Minwax paste really shined up on this, because this piece of wood was hard as granite down here, so it just polished right up as soon as I put it on. Let it dry for a few minutes out in the sun, and then polished it up with the brush, and looks really good. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you next week.